11 on the nose. It is the 26th day of March in the year. Come on, everyone say now. 2019 Anno Domini.
I was going to say, but you said it so fast. I couldn't keep up.
This is the Den Ken's Den.
The views expressed by the host during his monologue are those solely his own, not those of Westfield State University, the Radio Club, our underwriters, or JPEG Luca heading to his car and working for the company that starts with X and ends with X. And now...
And it's funny, one of those X's sounds
Xanax.
like... One of those, one of those X's
Xanax.
sounds like an X and the other X sounds like a Z. It's totally messed up.
Yeah.
Same
And
with
now...
Another rant. Uh-oh.
You know what, Pete?
What's going on, Ken?
You know I ain't much of a sports person.
Correct.
I think it happened back in the 90s with that huge baseball strike.
Okay.
When baseball came back on, I didn't go back. And I didn't miss it. Instead, every game that I didn't watch, I gained 3 hours of time to do other meaningful things. Like spending hours on internet relay chat. Remember that one?
IRL, yep.
Before the Yahoo Messenger and the AOL chat system?
Bulletin boards.
That was fun. I ran a BBS.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was the beginning of social media. And it was like the wild, wild west.
That's true.
You never knew who you would wander into in any particular room.
Yep.
And you never knew who would find you in any particular room. There were religious freaks and freaks pretending to be religious freaks. There are real people and bots.
Yep.
Bots? What is that?
Bots were the precursor to the troll.
Yep.
Ah.
Sure, you could meet people from all over the world and get scammed by people from all over the world.
Yep.
You could also meet local people. In fact, I did, and even met up with some of them in person.
Mm-hmm.
Today, you don't have to traverse a jungle of IRC to find a local group and then local people. Now you just have to swipe left. And the next decision you make is your place or mine.
It's true.
I consider myself smart, all right? I know about technology. I just don't understand some of these dating apps that have replaced chat rooms. One of them, it seems that only guys are interested in me, and they always seem to be at the same bar I'm at. You know, I need to contact the people over at Grindr and tell them that their app isn't working right.
Wait a minute. Grindr. No, you're in the wrong.
How the hell did I end up talking about dating apps?
There are no sandwiches at this place.
No. Hoagies, maybe, but no sandwiches.
You know, I was going off on sports, okay? Anyways, back to sports.
Okay.
I look at it this way. Keep this crap off my normal television channels. ESPN gets about 18% of your cable or satellite bill. In addition to ESPN raping all of us for sports coverage that many of us do not want, we also get hit with a regional sports fee of about $8. That's an awful lot of money. Take that money and put that crap on its own channel. Last week, I was unable to watch my local news at 4 p.m. because college basketball was on. Please. There are so many other channels just dedicated towards sports. Why do you have to preempt the programming I want to see? You know, there was somebody on social media that says taxation is theft. I think the excessive fees charged for sports programming you never watch is theft. I want the cooking channel, not Nessun.
Is that corporate theft? Sorry. Continue.
But ABC has their paws in ESPN. And ESPN says, if you want some of the other channels, you also have to take us. Yes, that is capitalism. And you know, I'm all for capitalism. But you see, I don't have to subscribe to a television service that I don't want to. It is not like I'm being told that I will be taxed for the rain falling on my roof, like it or not. It's like buying a burger. and then picking off the lettuce because you hate lettuce. You paid for the lettuce, but it was the only way you could get the burger in the first place. And then you end up with a filthy living room with lettuce all over the floor. Let's pay our bills. We'll be back right after this.
Underwriting for community radio is provided by the YMCA of Greater Westfield. Every day, the YMCA strengthens the community through programs and services focused on youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. For all the Y's many programs and services, visit us on the web at www.westfieldymca.org. The YMCA, 67 Court Street in downtown Westfield. We're more than a gym. We're a cause. We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646.
Discussions of local politics, events, happenings, and miscellany potpourri. That's what you'll find on Ken's Den, Tuesdays from 8 till 10.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
Army couldn't hold me back. They're gonna rip it off, taking their time right behind my back. And I'm talking to myself at night because I can't forget. Back and forth through my mind behind a cigarette. And a message coming from my eyes says leave it alone. Don't wanna hear about it. Every single one's got a story to tell. Everyone knows about it. From the Queen of England to the hounds of hell. And if I catch it coming back my way, I'm gonna serve it to you. And that ain't what you want to
Why are you
hear,
playing this,
but
Pete?
that's what I'll do.
Because the original host of Making the List, this was his theme song.
Well, I'm not the original host of making the list.
I'm feeling nostalgic today, so
And I
sit down and listen.
And I hate this song and the band.
I
You're
don't
putting me in a
recognize-
foul
what was that?
mood.
What
Well, it
was that?
stinks to be you.
You know what? You know what?
I didn't use the other word. I could have.
You know, you better hope between now and the time your song plays, I have an attitude adjustment because
Well, my song, you're going to tank my song anyways. I'm already there.
He's already started on us. Are we surprised?
We
Are
all
we
think
No,
that
my
we're
song,
going to lose.
my
we
song,
all think
my
we're
song
going to lose.
I know is
this
going to
game.
tank, but I want to
I think I'm
hear
going
the
to
song.
lose.
I will not win this one.
Yeah, no.
This is Ken's Den. Ken Stomsky behind the microphone, as I am each and every Tuesday. In front of the Radio Millennium Board, pissing me off. Getting to the keys, trimming me out. Peter Cole.
Let's go right to the jugular.
Side chick Kathy Palmer.
I am here regardless.
Oh, because she's a farmer. Get it? It's a cow.
We get it.
You get the whole moo cow thing now, right?
Yeah.
You know, and I have a few other people here, and I'm still waiting for somebody to come in, and I'm doing this thing called killing time because
It's called vamping.
I'm on my laptop looking for a particular soundbite, and while you look, you just ramble. It sounds like you're just rambling, but I'm actually doing something over here, and you would never know the better. Now I have sound effects for everyone here.
All right.
Yes. From the earlier show. Bob laughs.
The mule, or known as a donkey, because I just happen to be aligned with the sane thinkers of America.
It's also called a jackass.
I believe that's
Bob.
a group on Facebook. The
Yeah,
Sane
it's
Thinkers
the
of
sane
America.
thinkers of America. Yes, yeah.
And
It's in
Here's Dan Paquette, Westfield Athenaeum's Executive Director. Book 'em, Dano.
89.5 WSKB.
Indeed, and to try and book him, while I was on my way in, I heard you guys talking about Elvis Costello.
Oh, yeah.
And how he took the name Elvis. But randomly, I brought home a new children's book called Elvis is King. It's about Elvis Presley, but my daughter loved this book. And so now we've been listening to all Elvis music at the house, and she's really fallen in love with Elvis. So
Elvis Presley. And, he used the Wrecking Crew. Yeah, we were talking about the Wrecking Crew earlier, this group of studio musicians. And a lot of his songs were with the Wrecking Crew. And I love it. So, but was Elvis Costello the first Elvis?
After Elvis?
Person who used
I
the
think
name
Elvis Presley was before him.
Yes, but did
saying after
Elvis's mother make up the name Elvis, or was that where did that name Elvis come from?
Where did the name Bartholomew come from?
Well, I know that, but I'm just thinking that Elvis, it was sort
Before
of
the Bible, where did it come from?
No, I had a friend who named their child Starlisha, and I loved that name, but there's she made the name up, Starlisha.
Do you know the name Wendy was never seen before Peter Pan?
Is that right? He made that up.
There's no one knows. No one knows, but we can't find a reference to an earlier Wendy.
Ah, interesting. So
did they call that restaurant before Wendy's Dave's?
Could be.
Yeah, so Elvis.
Randomly here, first website, the meaning's unknown. It could possibly derivate from Alvis or Elwin. More likely, it is from the rare surname Elvis, which is ultimately derived from the given name Eloise. The name was brought to public attention by singer Elvis Presley, whose name came from his father's middle name.
And so Elvis, there was an Elvis was his
and it's
father.
Scandinavian in origin.
Oh, it does sound.
This is why I have a librarian on my show.
Yeah. We could go.
Oh, by the way, you're disinvited on May 14th. I'm going to have the 350 crew in here.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good one.
It's actually going to be Kathy's hosting, and it's going to be an open invite for all the people working with the 350. You're downtown. You can come in, but it's not going to be a Dan Paquette-centric show.
I mean, they all should be, but
they all should be.
And if I can wake up, I'll be calling in from Vegas during that.
Whoa.
Nice.
And that's likely to happen.
Yeah. Are you not going to be here for the 350?
So if I call in at 8:30, that's 5:30 in the morning there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's likely to happen.
So wait a minute, Ken.
That's still an hour and a half away from me. The time I wake up to go to the spa every day when I'm out there.
He'll be in here, but not till late.
I start my day off by going to the spa every every morning when I'm out there.
Yeah.
Wow.
See,
That's cool.
So are you going to be here for the 350th, Ken?
Yes, I'm flying in Saturday morning.
Oh,
So,
my God.
yeah, it's going to be a rough weekend for me.
Oh, man.
All right, so we need to bring Ken coffee for Sunday morning.
Yes, for the 350. Hey, there are all kinds of activities
Or Jolt.
happening. How do you find out the 350? You're really good at that. The social media aspect. It's your bailiwick, isn't it, of the 350th committee? Kenneth?
Yes, and you know, later on today I'm going to be making additions to the website. I have a few more things to
and
change
what is
and put up.
what is the
That's going to be a surprise. You have to go to the website.
Well, what is
and
the
try to find
website?
it.
The website is what? Westfield350.com.
And
.org, is it?
and
.com, .org,
and
.net.
Yes.
Did you,
you can go to either one.
Oh,
did you
wow,
look up the
smart.
link for that thing I finished last night?
It finally loaded up on my end. Super late for me to even go on.
Right,
to
no,
the-
I know. I figured you'd do it
But
today.
I found it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to go up this afternoon.
The next of the Westfield Wednesday speaker series is done editing. And
Ah.
I'll be shooting another one tomorrow.
Are we going to be able to see that or hear that on
The
on
Westfield
Channel
Wednesdays,
50?
yes, I've been
They've
airing
been
the
on
ones,
all along.
the ones that I've had. I've been airing them.
You're filming tomorrow, Pete?
Yeah, there's one tomorrow night, Wednesday.
And Reverend Taylor.
Hey, is
We have a run through to go through for
I'm
a
not
radio
going to be
show.
there.
Wow.
I already told Jay I'm not going to be
Hey,
there.
so
I told Michael too.
So kids,
Wow.
if you're I don't have.
This whole thing is going to be mouse.
well, that's why I'm just recording it. That's why I have no other role than just to record it.
So here's a deal.
Oh, okay. That was not
Boys.
communicated to me.
Yes.
How do I go get the Westfield Channel 15 if I don't have
You go to
Comcast?
westfieldtv.org. Westfieldtv, one word, .org.
So on my
And
smart
you can-
television, I go to the website.
Yeah, you
The
go
web-
onto your web browser on
the
your
web-
smart television, westfieldtv.org, and you can watch Channel 15 exactly as it's playing on Channel 15. Westfieldtv.org.
Okay, got it. All right.
How many times do I have to say the
all right.
name
One
of
more?
the website?
What is it?
Westfieldtv.org.
Okay, you got it now.
So
Wait a
go.
minute, what is it?
Westfieldtv.org.
Yes, and I'm looking
.com?
for Westfield350.org. .net.com.
Hey, Kathy, remember this one?
I do.
Class is in session. It's Westfield historian extraordinaire Kathy Palmer.
89.5 WSKB.
I forgot I had that one.
Yeah, I remember
And you know,
that.
the one-room schoolhouses of Westfield was a great Westfield Wednesday
Yeah.
presentation.
And
There've been some great ones anyway.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're our Westfield historian extraordinaire, that is why I have already put you together with Bob to commentate on the film we're doing for the 350 parade.
Okay.
You know that's
Yeah,
live, Ken,
wonderful.
right?
Together
Yes.
again, Bob.
Yes, we're going out live with it, and then it'll be recorded for prosperity.
Oh,
So I expect you to do at least as good a job as they did over at the CW for the St. Patrick's parade the other week.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So we're going to be.
But you're going to have to
sorta-
make things up because I'm not going to have little snippets.
We're going
Bob,
for
to.
make
each group. I'm
things up.
just going to have the name of the group, and that's it.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So could we get that ahead of time so we could do a little homework?
Yeah, we need to know a
Could
little
you ask
bit.
the groups to send
as
in
soon
something?
as soon as
I'll be getting it about a day or two ahead of time.
no, they'll have
got
the
it.
lineup finalized before that.
You weren't at the board meeting last night. I was.
Well,
It's gonna be a last minute thing.
our parade committee meeting's already doing the lineup, so
Oh, well, as long as we have some kind of idea of who they are.
Yeah.
Right?
Paul,
Otherwise, you and I would
Paul
talk
said,
about our life
I'll have
together.
something for you, but it's not going to be anything too comprehensive.
Well, couldn't you just ask each organization to send in like one little sentence or two?
there's 83 organizations.
yeah, but just ask each one of. I mean, you have their contact information.
There's
right?
like
Can't you
there's
just
like
ask them-
1,500 marchers involved with
Yeah,
this.
that's
I
gonna
understand,
be a
but
little.
that's not putting work onto you. It's just saying to those people, send us one
That's a
little.
good
You know, all the
idea.
rest of us have full-time jobs, right? That are on all
No,
this.
but they
do,
could send
but
it to
you-
me. I'd be happy to have them send it to me.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
it's
perfectly
just
happy.
sending out one form letter to everyone that's registered, saying, "Please send your information to Kathy Palmer just 1 or 2 sentences
You know
about
how
your
hard it is
organization.
just trying to make sure we verify how many people are marching and things like the
But you don't
important
need that
stuff.
for this. So
it's
you just
still,
need to
it's still possible.
send it
You
to the
still have to
coordinator.
contact them, period.
And and if they don't send something in, then they don't have information on them. But
You're
if they
going to
send
be
something in, you have
contacting them
something.
anyway. You're
I'll
gonna
make
be
something up
contacting
if
them
we
in
don't have
parade order.
Yeah, well, that's
That's what I said 3 minutes
What are you
ago.
doing tonight?
You just make something
Tonight I
up.
am doing lighting.
Well, then you can't come to our parade committee meeting and pitch that to them.
I would love to, but I have lighting for Tuck Everlasting opening this weekend.
At Westfield.
You're doing that
Field.
Fleetwood Mac thing again?
Well, that's Tusk.
Tuck.
Oh.
Tuck Everlasting.
Tuck Everlasting.
All right. You know what? We are here to play Making the List. Bob,
Yes, my friend.
you were around since the beginning.
A beginning of time?
I'm not talking dinosaurs. I'm talking about the beginning of this little thing we call Making the List.
Yes, I was. I helped to found it, and I really love the game because we are able to bring in a group of songs that are all aligned with the theme, and we all vote on it, and the song that wins makes the list. Now,
which we haven't kept in 3 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
The list is someplace in the hinterland. We should keep the list.
You should keep the list and then do one show on all of the songs that have won the list.
That could be we could do a New Year's Eve thing on that. Hi, Basha Bell is here. Ta-da! Yeah, the winner from last month.
And she picked the topic because she did win by default because somebody defaulted.
Yes.
You see what I did there?
Fannie Mae?
And happy to do so.
So the topic is songs about hair.
Yes.
Songs about hair.
And seeing she and I have the longest hair in the studio, I think we should do a very good job with it.
I don't know. I braid my back hair. It's
Oh my God.
You know what? I wasn't. Yeah. Okay.
Hair
No,
on any place with the
for that
head is problematic. Don't you think, Basha?
I have no idea what's
Do you
going
do
on here.
waxing at the at Vivid Hair Salon?
Can we take a break?
I just want to know. No, I just was wondering. Is that
Yes.
Yeah.
For men and women.
Really?
believe it or not.
That's not you.
In fact, Bob, after we get done here, I'm going right down there for my bikini wax.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah. Why
He gets
not?
the Brazilian.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break. This is a song that wasn't picked by anybody.
No, we're it's 8:30. We need to start right in with our songs. Do you have it queued up?
And I
Sure.
broke it too.
Okay, because
What's the topic?
Because Bob is here, it's going to take forever to get through this.
All right, what's the topic then?
The topic
He
is
wasn't even listening 2 minutes
I wasn't.
ago.
about hair.
Songs about
hair, okay.
hair.
Songs about hair.
All right, ready for the first one?
Yeah. Now wait a minute. The rule is that the song has to have hair in it.
It has to be a song about hair.
About hair.
About hair.
Yes.
Okay.
Bob's realized he's made another mistake.
No, I haven't. No, I've made a good one. But I think this is one of those. We all think we're going to lose. I think I'm going to lose.
I know I'm
this
going to
week.
lose, so
I am
I'm all
certain.
set.
Oh, he already
100%
told me I'm
certain.
going to lose.
You're going to lose. I
He
know what.
already
I know
told
what your
me.
song is. You're going to lose.
He already told me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basha, you're going to win apparently.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Make sure instead of talking throughout the songs, listen to them today, please.
Yes.
Thank you, Bob.
Bob's difficult to have in here this morning. I can't get past him. 8:34 and a half. This is the first of 6 songs in Making the List.
What do Crystal Gale, Dorothy Hamill, Don King, Lyle Lovett, and Gloria Steinem have in common? They are prisoners of their hairdo. Prisoners of their hair. If they change the way they comb their hair, they'd never be recognized anywhere. The prisoners. Prisoners. What do Stevie Nicks, Leon Redbone, John Paul have in common? They are prisoners of their wardrobe, prisoners of their clothes. If they change the outfits that they wear, nobody would stop and stare. The prisoners. It's a little tragic, it's a little weird. ZZ Top are prisoners of their beards. Imagine them weightless in outer space, beards and shades flying all over the place. Don't worry, girls, it'll never happen except maybe in a music video. There's a very fine line between a groove and a rut. Fine line between eccentrics and people who are just plain nuts. Oh, but why should I concern myself with such superficial things? 'Cause you're a prisoner of these stupid thoughts. It's worse than being a prisoner of my hairdo. I wonder if Crystal Gale's ever had a bad dream about being trapped with Ravenel Sharp and Mary Travers being chased by a wild pack of scissors toward a swimming pool filled with snare. Oh my God! What a nightmare for Crystal Gale! Wake up, Crystal Gale! Oh no, here comes Dolly Parton. What is she doing in this song? She's only a prisoner of her wig. Get out of the song, Dolly. You don't belong here. Oh my God! Oh, wake up, Crystal Gale! What a nightmare, Crystal Gale! Wake up! Thank you!
The community programming of WSKB is provided by Bay State Dental. Comprehensive dentistry at 14 convenient locations in Springfield, Chicopee, Longmeadow, West Springfield, Belchertown, East Longmeadow, Ludlow, Northampton, Greenfield, and Wilbraham, as well as 29 Broad Street in Westfield. Bay State Dental makes it a priority to help you achieve and maintain the healthy smile you deserve. On the web at baystatedental.com.
We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646. Friday mornings is something different on 89.5 FM. It's JP's Talk About Town.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University. This is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
Making the List is back on there. That was my song, Prisoners of Their Hairdos, by Christine Lavin, sung by Patty Larkin, and there's two other ones. And they sang it, this was live in concert in Worcester, Massachusetts in like the 90s.
Speaking of hairdo, Peter.
Yes, I know.
Yes,
You don't have one.
Yeah, I was
Correct.
going to say you had the absence of a hairdo.
Yeah, this weekend I raised over $600.
Nice.
Good for you.
Congratulations.
Good for you. Thank you for doing that. We appreciate it.
It's fun.
For St. Patrick's, he was shaved.
And I was shaved with a person, a young man, John Malo, who was in the criminal justice program up at Smith Voke, and he's done it for 9 years, and this is my 11th.
Do you think they would accept Dan's back hair?
You might get extra money for that.
They got razors strong enough for that.
And we've gone down again.
Here we are back there.
So I'm not a prisoner of my hair.
Hey, he mentioned it before.
Oh, can I start with that song? Because I got to say.
What was it? You giving yourself a 10?
Absolutely.
Okay, figured.
It's you know what? It's a really just. I figured I'd start off with some fun this morning.
Yeah, well, you did.
It's fun.
You did.
Yeah.
Not only did you do it, you got me because I
were laughing through the
I
whole
was
song.
laughing through the entire song. I loved the voice. I loved the rendition. I loved everything about it. I'm giving you a 10.
Thank you, Bob.
I cannot help this. I really
That might
love
be my
this
first
song.
10 from Bob Glass.
I have been a prisoner of my hair.
Yeah.
And I've seen his hair over the ages.
Yeah, yes.
Bob, we've
my
all been
God.
prisoners of your hair.
Oh, my God. Remember when I looked like the little orphan
And I
Annie?
am going to talk about that later.
Oh,
you bet your life, honey. You are not avoiding me. I'm going next because I'm going with a 10, even though it means a stupid polka music.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
I heard that. I'm out.
That was.
But I'm going with a 10. I think it was hilarious. It's right on the money.
Thank you.
Yeah. You thought you were going to lose.
Yeah, of course I thought I was going to
Well,
lose.
we
I
haven't
always
got-
lose.
we haven't gotten
I always
10
go
yet.
first and I lose, so.
Yeah. Yes.
You want me to go next?
Go ahead,
All right.
Dan.
Well, I'm a stickler for the rules, and
Oh,
exactly
here
what
we
it
go.
says. And there's a mention of wardrobes for a verse, but I don't care. That may be my new favorite song. I love that song. That is fantastic. I'm going to as well give it a 10.
Oh my
Whoa,
God!
We
you're
are all
rocking it.
prisoners of this song. Honest to God. I don't think we've ever had 10,
Oh,
10,
but
and
now
10.
look,
I know.
I'm watching.
This is-
I'm watching
this is
Ken's
sort of like-
Here comes Ken.
Oh, yeah.
I'm watching his
He's
face.
tanking.
You know what? You go ahead, Basha.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
All
he's
right,
gonna go
so
last. I mean, he's really gonna tag me.
So when I picked this topic of, thinking of hair, hair, spring hair, whatever hair, right off the bat, like my mind went towards like 80s rock band hair. Like that's where I was going with this. And then as I was trying to like find a song, I couldn't find any songs that were like 80 rock band hair
That
songs
talked about hair?
that literally
Yeah.
talked about hair. So then I was like, oh shoot, I don't know where I'm going with this. Like every idea I had just went downhill. So on that note, I want to say I thought that was an awesome rendition of hair, and I'm going to give you a 10.
Thank you.
Oh, woo, woo.
And now,
Could it be the first
here
perfect
comes,
score I've
here
ever
comes
done?
the
All right,
party
here
pooper.
it comes.
Here comes the party pooper.
Here it comes. Spoiler alert.
You know I'm fair about everything.
Sure. He's tallying in his head.
No.
He's just saying if I give him a 10, that's a perfect score. No one else can win, and no one's going to listen for the rest of the show.
That's right.
That's
we
a
might
good
as
point.
well all hang up and go find our polkas. Yeah.
It started off talking about hair,
Yeah.
but it was like only the first verse of the song, and then it went into other things. So the entire song wasn't about hair. Only
Didn't say the entire song. It said had to mention hair.
right. Well,
about hair.
It was
So again, me
It
being
was
the
about-
stickler, I bypassed it.
yeah. It was a little letdown. that it
Songs
wasn't
about hair or songs with hair in
it
it?
sounded like it was going to be a song completely about hair, and then they started talking about the wardrobe.
But that's the only one, because then it comes to beards, which is still hair.
And then I started,
Yeah.
and then I continued to listen to the lyrics, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is a real mean woman. All she's doing is picking on people, and you don't do that in 2019. It's wrong.
Coming
to pick on
from
people.
you? Okay, hypocrite. All right, hypocrite. All right.
And the
You,
score
you just gained half a point by
exactly.
doing that. But because it wasn't the full song, and because she is just picking on people, 9.
9, all right.
Wow.
Oh, you're pretty close.
Not
Oh,
a half
listen.
for the Nair reference?
That was
Is
almost
Nair in
going to
there?
make
I love the
history.
Nair reference, no?
No.
It was going to be 8.5 until you
Yeah.
called me out, Pete.
You deserved it.
Okay, we can go now.
Man, now it looks like I'm going to be getting
Ready?
zeros. I just know it. I just feel it.
Break and then song?
Yeah, okay.
All right, let's do that.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Barnes & Noble College Bookstore in the Ely Campus Center, offering Westfield State t-shirts, sweatshirts, and gift merchandise, all of your academic needs, and offering textbook materials in new, used, ebook, and rental formats. Available at the bookstore on campus or online at westfieldstate.bncollege.com. Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Comcast and Xfinity.com, offering Xfinity TV, Internet, home phone, and home security services. Information on all that Xfinity has to offer in the Westfield area is available online at Xfinity.com.
We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646. Friday mornings is something different on 89.5 FM. It's JP's Talk About Town.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University. This is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
Her eyes they shone like the diamonds. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulders, tied up with a black velvet band. In a neat little town they call Belfast, I met with a fickle damsel. She was selling her trade in the bar. When I watched, she took from a customer and slipped it right into my hand. Then the law came and put me in prison. Bad luck to her black velvet band. Her eyes they shone like the diamond. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Next morning before judge and jury, for trial I had to appear. Then the judge, he says, my young fellow, the case against you is quite clear. And 7 long years is your sentence. Here goes the Van Diemen's land. Far away from your friends and relations, they follow the black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like a diamond. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. So come all ye jolly young fellows, I'll have yous take warning by me. And whenever you're out on the liquor, me lads, beware of the pretty colleens. For they'll fill you with whiskey and porter till you are not able to stand. And the very next thing that you know, me lads, you've landed in Van Diemen's land. Her eyes, they shone like the diamond. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band. Her eyes, they shone like the diamond. You'd think she was queen of the land. And her hair hung over her shoulder, tied up with a black velvet band.
That was your stinker, wasn't it?
Just a guess.
Yeah, well, look, I interpreted it as this song had to be about hair. Well, it's about a woman.
It's about other things too. I wanted to run over by the dump button just in case.
It was about, yes, you're exactly right. It was about other things, but it all went back to her hair, her black velvet hair that was, her black hair that was tied up in a black velvet band, and hair is featured in that. In fact, the chorus goes on, and it's a pretty wonderful chorus. And this old Irish folk tune, which everyone...
We're talking about a lady of the night.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly right.
I need a filter here, Bob.
It's a good warning for all of us never to be lured by women with beautiful, beautiful hair here, Basha. Look at how beautiful your hair is.
Are you getting at something here? Are you insinuating anything?
Not at all. No. I'm just trying to butter. Kathy, your hair is. Here, let me take a look at that beautiful long black hair. You've even got it.
That's not black hair. That's coffee bean brown number.
Coffee bean brown number 42.
Oh my.
As of tomorrow.
And you got it tied up with a red velvet band, a red rubber band. What is?
Where are we going?
I don't know. But
keep talking about the points you're dropping.
I'm giving my song. In fairness.
In fairness, there's nothing fair about this.
A 9.
Wow.
You're not giving yourself a 10?
Go for 10.
Oh, I'll go for a 10. All right, I'll give myself a 10. Only because I worked at this song. It wasn't like some of us who just immediately went to a song with hair in the title or something. I had to research. I had to research lyrics in order to get to this song.
If you'd really done some research, you would have found Prisoners of their Hairdos.
Bye.
right. I'm still giving myself a 10.
I'll go.
All right. Yes, my friend.
Well, first, I just want to know, is that version, who's that version by?
This is, I'm sorry, the Irish Rovers. That
Irish
was
Rovers,
the,
okay.
yeah, the Irish Rovers. You can get it by everybody and their brother. The Dropkick Murphys have a much louder sound to it. It's kind of ugly, and I like this. I like this much better. I think, you know,
Ugly.
The unicorn. The Rovers were the ones that the Irish Rovers were the ones that made the unicorn the popular hit that it was. This was a big song back in the well, you can go to
Turn of the century?
No, if you go to every Irish bar, every Irish pub ever, you're going to sing this song, whether you're in Ireland or you're here in America.
Good to know.
Yeah, it's a wonderful
All right,
Irish
folks,
song.
let's all meet at an Irish pub and test the theory. We'll
See how
drink
long,
Guinness.
see how many
Yes,
ports
right,
it takes
right.
to get to it.
Yeah,
That's right. Okay, yes.
By March
and
20
just don't be lured by the women with the black
All
velvet
right, we're
band.
voting
Kenny.
now.
By March 26th, I'm all St. Patrick's Day'd out, and that sounded like St. Patrick's Day.
Well, unless you go to a pub.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that should be nothing to bring my mark down. Just because you're tired of hearing Irish music.
He's really struggling on this one.
I'm trying to engage my filter because of the other topic of the song.
The main topic of the song.
Yes, and there's so many places.
Innuendos.
There's so many places I want to go, and so many things that I want to say that I can't right now. And because of that, that's going to cost you. And because
you like the House of the Rising
and because
Sun.
I'm St. Patrick's Day out, that's going to cost you.
Oh my God! Okay.
And because after 3 minutes, it just drove on and on and on, like just repetitive.
It's almost like the singer's the accessory after the fact.
Yeah. And you know, it's more about
You got 7 years for that.
And yeah, it does mention her hair, but the song is more about prostitution and not hair.
Yeah.
It's not about prostitution, by the way.
No, it's
Just
not
so you
about.
know.
No. Actually, the Black Velvet Band refers to, I think, the Irish. This
believe
was
it was a
Irish
pickpocketing.
Troubles.
Yeah, she stole a gold watch from him.
Pickpocket.
Oh,
yeah.
she stole. That's right.
But it could
She
be
stole-
interpreted either way because I heard the same
Yeah,
basic same thing.
I heard it too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are we playing?
Right. Either way, it's a crime.
It's a crime. It's
It's like an
One you
episode
can
of
talk
Law
about,
and Order or something.
One you can talk about easily on the radio, the other you can't.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. All right. So, Ken, what are you giving me, my friend? My good friend with that beautiful hair of yours. Yours is tied up in
Don't
a
be
beautiful
taking it,
black
Bob.
velvet band.
He just went up from a 6 to a 6.5.
Ah, thank you. Thank you.
Basha?
Well, this was a difficult one for me. I'm going to say just flat out, I'm just going to go with a 5.
A 5? Why?
Yeah.
Because you were on the fence?
You shouldn't have touched her hair.
Yeah.
No touching
I don't know. It didn't rub me the right way.
Yeah, I think it's
Sorry.
tough too. I have a hard time with
Nothing
Irish
against
music because I can't understand it until I've listened to it for a while.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, you
And
listen to
get-
this when you heard
get
it.
used to the Irish accent,
Yeah.
and I feel the same thing with Ken. It's like a Christmas song. I only want to hear it at Christmas.
Right.
Oh,
Once
God.
I thought you
no,
wanted
no,
to
no,
hear
it's-
Ken at
it's-
Christmas.
no, I understand. I don't have. I get it.
Get ready for your polka next
Yeah,
week. Or the
I
next
don't
time
think
we
it
play.
was about hair.
No, it wasn't about hair, but it mentions hair. He was
I think we should do
attracted
the
by...
next-
I know. I heard the song. I heard what you had to say.
Yeah.
I gotta go with a 5 too. I just.
Whoa.
I don't believe I'm the high scorer here. My God.
Yeah, sorry.
Who loves you, Bob?
I like Irish.
Dan,
You gonna go next?
The hair
Yes,
was,
we're going around.
yeah, okay.
the hair was just incidental
Yeah, just
to the
kinda was there.
song.
It met the
itself.
criteria only because the hair was mentioned several times in the refrain.
In the
Yeah.
refrain.
Right. It
And
met the
I-
criteria for that, so it did meet the criteria.
And I think I would like the song. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not that I don't like the song.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not going to
Didn't know
completely
what
tank it.
was I'm sorry, I didn't know what it was about.
The fact that it can
Yeah.
be interpreted two different ways is a little tough for me, too.
Remember that Bob gave you a 10, though.
I know. And that's why I'm giving him a 7.5.
Whoa! Now I'm feeling good for a 7.5. Do you believe that?
And you know, as we're playing, second place is a very important place here because if the first place winner can't make it,
right,
we go to the second place.
Well, the first place winner doesn't want to make it.
Yeah, really. Dan is going to like this song.
I did like the song, and I thought it mentioned hair enough and that it was important enough to the story of the song, you know, because it was part of the description of how, you know, beautiful this woman was, and so that he could be overcome and not realize she stole his watch.
Yes.
You know, so, I'm not a huge Irish music fan. I like it enough, especially around St. Patrick's Day. So I think I'll give it a 7.5 as well. You want an 8? I can give you an 8.
Good. I got a sign. I sighed and I got a half a point.
Keep sighing.
Nowadays, they don't steal your watch. They just steal your meds off of your table.
All right. Thank you, guys.
That's so sweet. You're welcome.
So,
break?
Break and then song, or song and then break?
Break and song.
It's, you know what? It's close enough. Let's do it.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Bay State Noble Hospital, a brand new name for a Westfield institution which is improving the health of our community every day with quality and compassion. Noble Hospital and Bay State Health, better together. Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Bay State Dental. Comprehensive dentistry at 14 convenient locations in Springfield, Chicopee, Longmeadow, West Springfield, Belchertown, East Longmeadow, Ludlow, Northampton, Greenfield, and Wilbraham, as well as 29 Broad Street in Westfield. Bay State Dental makes it a priority to help you achieve and maintain the healthy smile you deserve. On the web at baystatedental.com.
We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646.
Wednesday mornings from 6 till 8, it's Tina Gorman with Wake Up Wednesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
Your story's sad to tell, a teenage ne'er-do-well, most mixed up, non-delinquent on the block. Your future so unclear now, what's left of your career now? Can't even get a trade in on your smile. Beauty school dropout, no graduation day for you. Beauty school dropout, missed your midterms and flunked shampoo. Well, at least you could have taken time to wash and clean your clothes up after spending all that dough to have the doctor fix your nose up. Baby, get moving. Why keep your feeble hopes alive? What are you proving?
What are you proving?
You got the dream, but not the drive. If you go for your diploma, you could join a steno crew, turn in your T's and comb and go back to high school. Beauty school dropout, hanging around the corner store. Beauty school dropout, it's about time you knew the score. Well, they couldn't teach you anything. You think you're such a looker, but no customer would go to you unless she was a hooker. Baby, don't sweat it.
Don't sweat it.
You're not cut out to hold the job. Better forget it. Who wants their hair done by a slob? Now your bangs are curled, your lashes twirled, but still the world is cruel. Wipe off that angel face and go back to high school. Baby, don't blow it. Don't put my good advice to shame. Baby, you know it. Even dear Abby say the same. Now I've called the shot. Get off the pot. I really gotta fly. Gotta be going to that malt shop in the sky.
Just see Frankie Avalon flying up into the clouds on that one. And whose song is that?
That would be mine, Basha.
Basha! Oh, congratulations! You've gone to Broadway. I cannot believe it. I love that. I really love Beauty School Dropout.
I think he liked it. Yeah,
I
he's singing the
love
whole
it.
song.
Oh, I love this song.
Tell us a little bit about your choice, Basha.
Well, I wanted to just pick something that had to do with hair. And then me being in the beauty industry, I thought it was appropriate that I had to pick something along the lines of that. And then, C, it's just a classic. And for all those reasons, I would choose a 10.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And everybody loves the songs from Grease.
Yes.
And because they're not the hits, they're like the hits of the 50s. And this song just is filled with innuendo in a way.
So,
I really,
movie.
Yeah,
exactly.
Everything about movies.
Yeah, but to being a beauty school dropout, I'm not. I never. I wasn't a beauty. No, I didn't. No,
okay.
I
never accepted.
No,
Basha, you're going with a 10, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, Bob, since you're at the floor all the time.
I beg your pardon. I am going to give you a. I loved it. Can I have another 10 on my plate?
You can have 5.
Do whatever you want.
I'm giving you a 10, Sasha. I love that song, and you know what? It handled hair in a different way.
Yeah.
I
really it approached the theme in a different way. I like it. Beauty School Dropout.
Me?
Yeah,
From Greece.
Okay, I like it too. I don't know where to go with this because I absolutely love the song. I think it meets the criteria. I gotta go with the 10.
Woo! Thanks.
I think I agree with her. It does meet the criteria. I think I'm going to give it a 9.5.
Okay, I'll take that.
Not the
'Cause it's
9.499.
No, I only do it in halves. No, it's a good song and it does meet the criteria wholeheartedly.
Well, so it actually only references hair once, I believe. In
Yeah, but the song
It's
is about
it's
hair.
Well, it's about beauty school, which isn't only hair. Is that
Beauty
correct?
school
You know?
can be anything. Makeup.
Right.
I mean,
right.
Yeah.
So you know me, the stickler, which will come up again in my.
I heard the word bangs in there. Right?
Did.
I heard
And
bangs.
blow out.
So I think it's very good. It's really spot on. But I'm going to take it off 1 point for just being a little bit off. So a 9.
Okay, thank you.
And here he goes. Everybody put
Ken
your
Stomsky.
Drum roll, please.
It wasn't in your face hair. And I'm glad Dan said it before me. Because I hear beauty school. Well, I've dated some beauticians and I've had hairdressers in my family.
Okay.
Beauty school is not
exclusive to the hair product.
It's not.
Do they call beauty school still? Do they call it? Do they still call them
cosmetology?
Cosmetology. Cosmetologist is the new name.
But
and it's a show.
And I was trying to count the number of times it said hair as well, and I'm like, that's an issue for me. just saying it once or twice, yeah, it meets the criteria, but it's not all in your face and not 100% there.
Okay.
I stopped doing math in my head. I need to be true to what I feel about the song. That is going to be a 8.5.
I knew that it was.
I'll take that.
Yeah,
I'll take
yeah,
that.
yeah,
That's okay.
yeah.
Bob, why don't you try and sigh again? You've gotten points for sighing in the past. No, does that get a half point?
Too late.
Come on.
Too late.
I'm always fair and balanced.
You are.
You are.
Now, I didn't say fairly imbalanced. I said fair and balanced.
Cracking me up.
Are we ready for another song?
Yeah.
Has everyone scored?
Yes,
Yeah.
everyone scored.
All right, let's do it.
We don't need a break, so we'll just play the song.
Right on.
Speaking of hair,
She asks me why I'm just a hairy guy. I'm hairy noon and night, hair that's a fright. I'm hairy high and low. Don't ask me why, don't know. It's not for lack of bread, like the Grateful Dead. Darling, gimme head with hair, long beautiful hair, shining, gleaming, steaming, flaxen, waxen. Gimme down to there, hair, shoulder length or longer. Here, baby, there, mama, everywhere, daddy, daddy, hair. Blow it, show it, long as God can grow my hair. Let it fly in the breeze and get caught in the trees. Give a home to the fleas in my hair. A home for fleas, a hive for bees, a nest for birds. Ain't no words for the beauty, the splendor, the wonder of my hair. Blow it, show it, long as God can grow my hair. I want it long, straight, curly, fuzzy, snaggy, shaggy, ratsy, matsy, oily, greasy, fleecy, shiny, gleaming, steaming, flaxen, waxen, knotted, polka dotted, twisted, feet braided, powdered, flowered, and confetti, bangle, tangle, spangled, and spaghetti. Can you see? You can get my hair's too short. Down to here, down to there, down to there, down to where it stops by itself. They'll be gaga at the go-go when they see me in my toga made of blonde, green, teen, biblical hair. My hair like Jesus wore it, hallelujah, I adore it, hallelujah, Mary loved her son. Why don't my mother love me? Blow it, show it, long as God can grow my hair. Blow it, show it, long as God can grow my hair. Blow it, show it, long as God can grow my
Need I ask
5.
who that one was?
Now, hey, wait a minute. Just before we say who it is, this is the first time I ever had to invoke the rule of two people having the same song, and the first person getting in gets the song.
yes,
First time ever.
See, it wasn't only me, so don't pick on me.
everybody
Oh,
would
we're
have
gonna
had
pick on
this
you, but
song.
we would have picked on
It was the most obvious choice
It was
ever.
the most obvious,
And that's
going
gonna
to
cost points.
It is.
That's
Yeah.
going to cost her a lot.
It is a great song and it meets the criteria 100%, but it's going to cost points because
Poor
it's
Kathy.
I thought you had the most obvious song until
Really?
that was picked. Yes.
You thought the one that
Yes.
hasn't been played yet?
Right. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
It took
Because
me
that would have been my first
Are we
pick.
done here,
it
boys?
took me a while to come up with mine.
That would have been my first pick.
All right.
All right, so
Okay,
this
now.
is Kathy's
so
song.
tell this. Tell
It
me.
is
You
my
know, you
song.
better put good background behind it because it's the
Defend
only
this
thing
song.
that's going to bring the score up.
I'm trying.
If I
Are
could
we
only
all
talk.
done now? Are you all done? Wow. I know that it's terribly obvious, and from the past shows, that's what you guys do. You go with, well, you can't have that because it's really obvious. Why? Why is that?
Because it's going to hurt you in the scoring.
But why?
But does it? I think her track record of winning
My
consistently
point
says
is,
otherwise.
Oh, yeah.
well, I don't want to win consistently. My point
She wants to lose.
is, no, you're not listening at all. You're just all talking. My point
Okay,
is,
teacher.
why is obvious a bad thing? Because you can't. Let me finish.
Okay.
You can't do a show about hair songs without having this in here.
Right.
Everybody expects to hear it. So it shouldn't be, well, it's an obvious song. You can't have that. There's no rule that says you can't do that.
No, there is no
But
rule.
no, wait, let me finish. There he goes.
There is no rule.
I did a lot of research on this song, and
You did.
here's why I chose it.
Okay.
This song came out in 1967. It was part of the musical, the rock musical Hair. The rock musical was one of the first original rock musicals. Up to this time, we're seeing Sound of Music, we're seeing South Pacific,
Oklahoma.
we're seeing Oklahoma, My Fair Lady, all these lovely little feel-good stories in the end. And there's a Bob?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Whatever happened to Ricky Lake?
A couple things.
Stop.
A couple things that happened with this song is this song made a real impact on the Broadway culture. It is the first time that they are seeing a rock opera of this magnitude. It was nominated for a Tony, didn't get the Tony, but it did get the Tony in the 70s as the best revival show.
Yep.
But that's not my only point. When I get up in the morning, I comb my hair. Peter
Isn't the
does
first
not.
thing you kick the cats off the bed?
Yeah, I kick the cats off the bed.
And then the cow.
But I comb my hair, I do my hair, and I'm of the generation that, oh my God, Basha, you have no idea. Hair was the most important thing in a girl's life in high school. I mean, it just was. It just had to be perfect. So we still get up, we comb our hair. Hair is really important. But in this particular time, this is the first time that hair, the hair on your head, became a cultural phenomenon. It is no longer like that. We try it. We
Because it
color
became a thing for men, too.
We color
Yeah,
it.
the
we try
80s
it,
killed that.
But it's not. It became the cultural phenomenon. It introduced. I don't think our country has seen the kind of moment that happened when we introduced this kind of behavior. You had to have the wilder the hair, and this is long before any of your time. So you have, except for my friend Bob here.
Well, this is the summer of love, right around the summer of love.
It had an effect that people today don't even understand.
Yeah.
Hair was not just what's on your head. It was your
statement.
Political statement.
Yeah.
It was a cultural statement. It was a phenomenon that our country has not seen. If you can see the light, your hair isn't long enough.
Right.
My friend Bob had that hair that you had 3 inches to get to his scalp before you could find it. It had to be long.
You had a bob throw?
Really?
And that's why I chose
it's true.
it.
You're right.
I chose it not because
Love
it's
it.
an iconic song, truly, but because it was a song that ushered in a cultural revolution that we have never seen, and hopefully we won't see it again.
Why
The
not?
60s and 70s was a cultural revolution of today's youth that we have never seen.
Yeah.
We have never seen it, and if you haven't lived through it, you don't understand. It was those days that started the cannabis, and it started the criminalization of cannabis.
And you walked 3 miles to school
Associating-
uphill both ways.
I did, bare feet. Bare feet in
3
6
feet of snow. Yep.
No, 6 feet of snow. 6 feet of snow. And we didn't have electricity or bathrooms. But anyway, it's just... it's a cultural phenomenon. It's not that it's iconic, but it's a cultural phenomenon about hair that we've never seen the likes. Hair will never take the priority on the stage today that it had in the 60s and 70s. And it had to be that kind of hair. And it denoted who you were. And you could not have, if I remember we were hiring someone in schools, I was teaching then, and his hair touched his collar. And they wouldn't hire him because his hair touched his collar.
I believe that.
You were a hippie. Yep. And that's why my
Not
choice.
just a hippie,
and
a
it is
dirty
not-
hippie.
I know it's iconic, and I know it's the first one. You had to have this song because it's the first one people are thinking about. But I did a lot of research. I know more about this song now than God knows. It's just, I did do my
And then you give yourself a?
I did do my homework.
7. She
What
gave
do you give
herself a
yourself?
7.
I got to
10.
go with a 10.
Ken Stomsky.
Oh, God. Keep in mind, this was your mother's generation, Ken.
Ooh. She threw the card.
She didn't take part in that.
Well, I didn't either, but it doesn't mean I don't recognize it as being important. Wait, no, I did have the long hair, and I did iron it. And I did do the curly hair.
Okay, Ken.
You know, the first thing I said when I walked in here, if
I hate
anyone
shirts.
does hair, I'm
Yep.
giving it a 0.
And you can do that. I'm okay.
And I'm not going to give it a 0.
I'm okay
all right?
with that.
All right, your speech gave you a few extra points.
2.
Sigh, Kathy, sigh.
But, you know, I get the meaning of the song. I get the whole era that it came from. I get what you said. But, you know, I can't do such an obvious, I can't score highly a real obvious song because if I were to do that every time we play, then the first person who gets that very obvious song will constantly win.
That's part of the game.
There's a winning song.
You know, there's something about the
I don't think
challenge
it's a winning
of
song.
researching and trying to find something a little different or unique or something you haven't heard in a while and to challenge yourself.
But I did do
it's
a lot
important
of
as well, and
research.
that's
You did do- you
did
I did.
research.
That
but
helps
you
your
did-
score.
You did
That's gonna help your
research, but
score.
you didn't challenge yourself. I mean, yeah, and we've talked about this in the past. You know, the easy gimmies. No,
Okay. So your score, sir.
it does meet the criteria.
You had to have it. You had to have it. You know you
That's
had
usually
to
what
have
I do, though. That's usually my role. I usually play the real popular
it.
one
You
and get
had, you
tanked.
had to do it. You can't do a show on hair. And
I pulled one out of
and
my
it's not
butt.
any less obvious than Beauty School Dropout. That's obvious.
No, beauty.
You know, I have to stand by my scribbles here. 7.
Wow.
He went from a 0 to a
Impressed.
7, so that was a
I'm
good
pretty
explanation.
Well, there was a
pretty
point.
good.
There was a point for every minute that Kathy spoke.
You weren't
Dan
here
Bucket.
about
Go ahead, Dan.
He walked in and he said, "I hate show tunes and I hate hair." So okay.
Dan?
Going off of what he just said, your 7 minutes. So that song exhausts me. Your explanation exhausted me. And most of all, Bob singing along with the song exhausted me.
That was kind of frightening. That was kind of frightening.
and her hair hung over her shoulder.
I mean, obviously, there's a high floor because the song is exactly what the topic is about. So you're starting at a pretty high score, but that's where it ends for me. so
I'm okay.
I'm going to
with
give it
that.
a 6.5.
I'm okay.
Whoa!
Boss, yeah.
Nice.
I'm okay. No, I'm okay.
Go ahead, boss.
Well, going
You were
back
going to
being a
choose.
hairstylist.
And I thought
That was
Kathy
her
knew how to
song.
play the game
Yes.
by now.
She does. She picked the song anyways.
Going with the topic and
I
being
do.
about hair and
that's what I said to her when I chose it.
hearing the whole background of the song and one of being my choices as well, and I thought it was very appropriate.
This was Basia's first choice.
Yeah, very appropriate. I'm going to give her a 10 for that.
Whoa.
I'm going to break the studio.
It's falling apart over there. Laplace.
It's my turn. Okay. Look, I back in the 60s, you're right, Kath. I remember my mother saying, "You're not growing your hair, are you?"
Yep.
And then I grew my hair long like the Beatles. And then one day in the shower, I realized that if I toweled my hair,
You got a nice wave.
I got not only nice waves, curls all over my head. Curls.
Crazy.
And so I then began to, yeah, I know it was. Oh, I was ugly. No, I mean in the time with my Nehru jacket and all that crap.
Are there pictures of this on the internet?
Oh yeah,
We do.
oh
We
yeah.
do have pictures.
There
I'll
are
put 'em
pictures.
out.
Yeah, Kathy will show you.
It's a great picture. Okay.
Yeah, I kind of look like a. Well, now I would look sort of like a Q-tip. But back then, I kind of look like a fuller brush. It's a really beautiful head of hair.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
Q-tip is a bad
it's a
example.
real. I thought I was the cat's meow back then. Kathy.
I remember it.
So who was the
Well, I want to say that I'm going to give you This is so hard because, I love
How
this
can you
song.
not give her a 10 with how much you sang?
I love the song, but again, I would have chosen that song, and I would have been in there before you with this song.
No, you wouldn't have, because you gave me yours this morning.
I know, because my first instinct was to go directly
She was right
to
off
hair.
the bat. She was literally right off the bat.
I know.
Almost as fast as Kenny.
That's right.
Mine was
Because-
already picked out when I put that notice out. And Basha,
unfair.
that is how you do
Unfair.
it. If you win this, first you come up with a topic, then you find the ideal song, and then you let everyone else know what the topic is.
Oh.
So I had already picked mine out before that notice went out. So,
got it.
Yeah.
Look, I can't.
Score, Bob?
I got to give you, Kathy, a 9. I'm sorry.
9 is not bad.
Okay.
I wouldn't be sorry about a 9.
I was
Finally,
you convinced me. You convinced me.
What have you got, Pete?
Yeah.
she met the criteria 100%. Mm-hmm. It is the most obvious song of all time in any topic. Because it can fit a lot of criteria for a lot of songs very well. Like if we did The Summer of Love, that'd be one of the obvious choices, right?
Mm-hmm. Broadway.
if we did something about
Broadway.
Ricky Lake, it would work too, right?
Broadway
Sure.
in the 60s, yeah.
So I'm going to give it an 8.5 because I think it's an incredible song.
Wow.
I think it does meet the criteria, and I'm going to be fair about it. I'm not going to tank it. Just it gets the ding for being the most obvious song in the group. That's all. Wasn't a major ding.
No. Hey, I would say also watch the movie on the movie version of this by Milos Forman is pretty good, but also really they were going to do this live. It was going to be like Rent Live this year. Yeah. It was, but they postponed it a bit. We got to have them do this show on TV because it is a great show, wonderful show. You should see it live sometime.
Did everyone score?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So break and then song. Let's do it.
Underwriting for WSKB's community radio programming is brought to you in part by Dunkin' Donuts, providing new handcrafted espresso drinks and all-day breakfast sandwiches. There's more to love with DD Perks, a loyalty program that's loyal to you. On the web at DunkinDonuts.com and at several locations throughout Westfield, including the Ely Campus Center.
We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646. Wednesday mornings start off right from 6 to 8 a.m. with Tina Gorman and Wake Up Wednesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
And all of you out there thought that we'd be going right into the next song because I said break and then song.
Yeah, but
right?
unfortunately, one of our contestants stepped out for a second, so we have to wait.
Yeah, so
that's not a bad thing.
So I'll just sit here and make noise.
Kibitz?
Did you come up when you were?
How about you all sit there quietly while I make dad noises? Oh my. Right over the head, I go to the John.
Told you I was just going to sit here and make dad noises.
Who is that? That guy is
Family
funny.
Guy. That's from Family Guy.
That's
Oh,
Peter.
Family Guy.
Peter Griffin.
Oh, okay.
Peter
Gotcha.
Griffin.
Gotcha.
The saddest thing
You
is
probably hear him often enough during your broadcast in the morning, don't you?
Well, it's what's his name? Seth, whatever. His
McFarlane.
Name. McFarlane.
yeah, I love him.
Very funny.
Yeah. The saddest thing is these headphones, like one of the ears keeps going in and out, so I was only getting high quality, high fidelity stereo in my head half the time. So I really missed out on some of the good sounds, I think.
Bob hears this all the time.
Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
Right.
Oh God, that's I make that sound all the time. Oh my God! Oh God, help me! What's the sound?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, That's all I think of my childhood, hearing my dad make those noises.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
And just think, Dan, someday
why you're
your
laughing so
children
hard?
say
Yes,
that
I
about
just.
you.
They're so appropriate.
Brought back memories.
Oh my God! Yeah. Let's all make a sound like that. Kathy, give your sound.
God, is this what we sunk down to right now?
This is what we're doing. What did you
We're
do on the
killing
radio
time.
today? Oh, bad noises. Yes, sir. We won't
There's
have
music
that.
in the air.
We're killing time.
Well, you know what? Let's all sing along in a song then.
Oh, good.
All right.
Kumbaya?
What,
No.
what is the
No.
song?
No, this song is called "And That's Why You're Dumb."
Mama liked to party when you were in her belly, drinking she did some. Mama liked to party when you were in her belly, that's why you are dumb.
Mama like to party.
And you know what?
Party while you were
Party.
And
Yeah.
that also covers as a public service announcement. So
Yes.
I'm doing really good here.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's-
Don't drink while you're pregnant.
Oh,
Or
my
other
God.
substances.
Yeah, exactly.
Refrain from
Is
all
that,
that.
is that considered a PSA? I mean, was that?
Yeah, I'd say so.
No.
Yeah,
no.
don't
As a little clip?
No,
don't
that's not-
drink if you have a bun in the oven.
I got you.
We had to kill time because you weren't in this. We couldn't play the next song. We were killing time.
Oh, yeah. There we are.
All right, so we are ready for the next song. Let's
Yes, my friend.
do it.
Breathe in for luck, breathe in so deep. This air is blessed, you share with me. This night is wild, so calm and dull. These hearts, they race from self-control. Your legs are smooth as they graze mine. We're doing nothing at all. Let's not get busted. Just lay entwined here, undiscovered. Save here from all the stupid questions. Hey, did you get some? Man, that is so dumb. Stay quiet, stay near, stay close here, so we can get some. When we're in, I get so late, and it's one that we share together. The streets were wet, and the gates was locked, so I jumped in, and I let you in, and you stood at the door with your hand on my waist, and you kissed me like you meant it. I knew
Dan, this better be good.
Well,
This better be good.
Once. Yeah.
Once.
Yeah.
Explain, Lucy.
So, as I said to Pete in my email when I said this song, is this the best song about hair? Nope, absolutely not. But is it on a scale of 1 to trolling Kenny to make him listen to this song? It scores a 1,000. The funny thing is, like, I was just like cooking dinner, and I hadn't had time to research a song for this topic, and then this song came on. Like, I was using a streaming service. I was like, oh, this will be perfect for making Ken listen to this. And then I sent it in, and then after that, I realized this isn't even the best song by that band to mention hair. There's another song, "Screaming Infidelities," that actually would have mentioned it more. So,
I said to him 2 minutes in, did you not understand the topic?
Oh, I did.
I think he did.
Yeah. And as I always say, I'm a stickler for the rules and how the topic is supposed to be. So I failed miserably.
It did mention hair once.
It didn't mention it, so I'm going to give myself a few points.
What was the lyric that? What does he say?
The scent of your hair that you twirled in your fingers.
Yes, that was it.
The hair.
I heard it once.
Twirled.
That's why I stuck up one finger.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was writing for
What
two.
was the name of this song?
Hands Down.
By whom?
Dashboard Confessionals.
It's a good song.
So
Modern rock.
On another, I don't even remember which episode, I'd played a song. I think it was by Blink-182, and you'd said you hated all like emo type music, and Dashboard Confessionals is very much an emo band.
Yes. Yeah.
So
He's purposely tanking himself.
Yes, he is.
I like. I mean, the song.
Wow.
I just thought it was
Just
so
to
much
tweak
fun.
Kenny. That's good. That's pretty good. I like the gameplay here.
So, I'll score myself now. That's the song, and that's the choice.
Give it. Go for it.
It did not meet the criteria very well. So, as I said, 6.5 is about the floor for a song that meets it. So it's lower than that. It's not even the best song by that band. So I'll give it a 4.
I'm gonna go next. I'm gonna give him one of my lowest scores ever. It's a 1 because it mentioned hair once.
A 1.
A 1 because it didn't meet the criteria.
Oh,
Kathy.
I don't know. My earphones kept cutting in and out. And
could you understand the lyrics to begin
No.
with? The bass was so damn loud
really
you
not,
couldn't
you know.
hear.
no.
Yeah.
I liked the tune.
Oh, I did too.
And I liked the beat and I liked the energy of it. So I'll go with a 5, but I don't know what the hell that was about.
Dashboard man. What's the
Dashboard
name?
Confessional.
Dashboard Confessional.
Would you care to confess your score now?
I'm getting down on my knees for this one because I'm going real low. I have to give you a half a point.
Half a point. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was better
That's
than
my
you
lowest
expected.
score ever. Dan.
It is a
Dan.
score.
It was
Oh,
almost-
it's the lowest and highest all in one score right
yeah,
now.
yeah. Look. You were as bad as Kathy. That was so easy. That was an easy thing. You're cooking dinner and you hear somebody mention the word hair, and you say, "That's it." I'm going
Like
with
I said,
it.
I had other choice. I thought the easy thing would have been something from Hairspray, or
right.
Beauty School Dropout. I thought of all those instantly when
I
when I
hear it.
heard it, but I was like, I'm not going to choose that. I always like to choose something offbeat anyway.
Well, it certainly
was.
That was.
it was
That met your criteria.
Yeah, really? Oh my word! I am so sorry. I'd give you a 1.5 because I like you, but
No, stick with your half.
I'm giving you a half.
What if I sigh?
Oh, give you a 10.
I'm not going to sigh. This was
Okay.
expected.
Yeah,
That's
yes.
funny. So, hearing that one, verse about hair, and then there was another verse somehow mentioned something about a woman's leg.
Yeah, and smooth legs or
Smooth
something. I
legs.
forget the exact.
So then I was really paying attention, wondering if he was going to sing about the leg hairs. But that never happened.
no.
I was like, is this the hair?
Do you know a
in
song
the-
that mentions leg hairs?
and this time of year, there's probably a lot of Squatch running around out there, right?
That's funny.
So for that, I
Sasquatch.
I paid
Bigfoot.
attention.
I got it.
but it wasn't quite there.
Hair.
So to be fair, I'm going to give you a 5.
Okay.
Well, those are better scores than I was expecting.
I cannot
when I
believe
picked
you
this song.
even 5.
Okay, well, the song did meet the criteria. It mentions hair. I like the guitaring. The guitar actually there were two guitars going on there, and they were playing off of each other really well. I don't think the bass was overloaded. It played well with the melody and lead guitar. I could understand the lyrics.
Yeah,
That's why I know that it mentioned hair. I really enjoyed the song. I'm giving it a 10.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
He's caught off his rock.
At this point, I know it doesn't matter. So
He's reverse
I'm giving you a 10. I reverse trolled you.
Wow.
That was so unexpected. Oh my gosh.
All right, I think we have one more tune to do, and I owe you a break. So let's do it.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Westfield Bank. For more than 160 years, Westfield Bank has been an important community presence and commercial leader in the Pioneer Valley, with convenient full banking services in Westfield, West Springfield, East Longmeadow, Agawam, Feeding Hills, Springfield, Southwick, as well as Enfield and Granby, Connecticut. Visit us on the web at westfieldbank.org. We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646.
It's Tuesday morning from 6 till 8. Wow, it's Tuesday with Bob Plass.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
Suicidal
Suicide Blonde by INXS. And I chose that one because it kind of plays up to several of you. Now, I know it plays up to Bob because it's got the harmonica.
It would have been my obvious. That was my first choice, and you.
And I had to think about that one.
INXS. How do you spell that?
INXS. INXS.
This is that's Michael Hutchins' best song.
Yeah.
Really
They're really known for
catalog.
What You Need. What was their big hit? But it plays up to Bob because of the change-ups in the song and the harmonica, because I saw him noticing that stuff.
Yep.
It plays up to Basha because Basha is blonde.
Yep.
And you know, that's a different flavor blonde than the last time I think I saw you, because the last time was platinum.
Yeah, you were platinum.
Now, I kind of think nowadays Suicide Blonde might be considered that platinum blonde. So I lose a point because she's not platinum right now. But, you know, it talks about getting her hair did and making it Suicide Blonde. So it covers both beauty school and being a hairdresser.
There you go. Okay.
And it covers
playing it up.
And it covers hair. I mean, I pat myself on the shoulder and give myself a 10.
It's about doing herself with bleach, right? The song.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, that's how some people do blonde
No,
hair.
I'm pretty sure that
That's how I do
song is
blonde.
specifically about Michael Hutchins was dating Kylie Minogue at the time, and she was doing it for
Oh, the
a role.
locomotion. They did it on
and
the-
she was doing it
she
herself.
actually did that on the
That's why
train.
with her own hand is one of the lyrics. So she's doing it by herself with bleach.
Oh.
Probably on
listen
the
to
train because she did the
you.
locomotion.
Wow.
You know, then that would be so cool if I would be on that train, because then I would be so lucky.
Okay.
Two Kylie Minogue references.
Have you ever? Wait a minute.
Bob's gonna be like, who's Kylie Minogue?
Right. What's that? On the train? Have you ever gone into a bathroom on a train with the water? How are you going to wash your hair or
They're two different
bleach your-
things. They're references.
He's
to
talking
different
about her
things.
song, The Locomotion. She redid the Little Eva song.
Oh, I remember the locomotion.
Kylie Minogue redid the song.
Yeah, I remember it.
Did I give myself a 10?
Yes.
Okay.
So it had nothing to do
Bob.
with. Yeah, nothing had.
We went
She
off the
wasn't
rails.
bleaching.
You lost
the
Bob.
locomotion.
I'm totally lost.
Oh, well, there's a surprise.
I'm just gonna go real quick. Since I was gonna pick this song, it would have been my first choice, and Kenny beat me to it. I'm giving it a 9. I can't quite give it a 10 because I know the score.
Because you are.
Absolutely, I'm not stupid, you know.
I thought you always graded fairly. That's what
I do.
you've always said.
I do.
That
It's a
the
9.
game.
Oh, that's what they both
He gets the
say.
ding point because it was
Yeah.
my song and he grabbed it first.
Oh, all right. Well, you want me to go next?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm actually not a huge INXS fan, but
Neither am I.
You did pick the one song that I can stand listening to, I think. It is a good song. It does definitely fit the criteria. Also, Michael Hutchins went on to commit suicide in a
Oh
hotel.
no! Did he?
So I did want to put a PSA. If you're
Yes, he
thinking
did,
about
yep.
suicide, please call the Suicide Prevention Hotline, 1-800-273-8255.
Yeah, you listened to that song
That's a
one
good
too
job.
many times.
It's a good thing
Yeah.
to put that out there after this show.
Really?
2 points.
I might be jumping off a bridge after.
But it is a good song.
My therapist says I'll be jumping off.
Yes, exactly. I know, really good.
It is
He
a
needs
good
to charge you
song.
less.
Fits the criteria perfectly. I give it a 9.5.
9.5. All right.
Well, I like
Close, Ken.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gonna be close.
Yeah. I like the song. I immediately liked it. I love the Wrecking Crew background. I mean, like that. The musicianship of this song
From
is,
INXS is a great band.
I mean, like INXS.
They went on with
I mean,
another singer, after that.
Is that right?
They released 2 more hits after that, with a new singer.
Yeah, is it a Motown? Where is INXS from? I'm trying to picture.
They're from
what.
Australia.
Are is it a boy band?
Well, I mean, it's
Mostly,
all
yeah.
males, but it's not
all
like
males,
it's not
but
like a boy
it's
band
not
like
a
in
pop band.
like
Yeah,
Yes,
they're
see,
rock
that
and
was-
roll.
yeah, I was thinking of In Sync when you
They're a
said
rock and roll
INXS.
band.
Oh, they're a rock band. Okay, yeah. So at any rate, look,
They are Australian.
and the Suicide Blonde, the blonde stuff. I thought of looking for a song called Blonde. I know that Dylan did Blonde on Blonde was an album, but I don't think he ever had a song Blonde on Blonde.
No,
did
I don't
he?
think so, no.
No, and I didn't research enough to go blonde for this show, but you know what, Ken? I'm going to give you a 9.5. 5 because you introduced me to a song I didn't know. I liked the song, and
it's a rockin' song.
Yeah, and the idea of Suicide Blonde, I love the idea of somebody taking a risk with their hair. So much, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. Could somebody bleach their hair so much it falls out?
Yes.
Basha?
Yes. That's what I was worried about this past weekend.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Break up,
Oh, yeah.
So
and because Basha has to go
Yes.
like a minute ago,
Yes.
I want to finish up the scoring for this.
All right, but we should tell everybody that Bosch is from Vivid Hair Salon downtown, where I tell everybody to shop in Westfield. You gotta go down.
Okay, I'm going with an 8.
Yeah.
I'm going with a 9.
All right, Basha, the rest of us are going to hang out here.
Oh,
Yeah,
9
she-
and a half.
Okay, I missed it. Sorry.
Yeah. So she has to get down to Vivid Hair Salon. Are you still? Last time you were here, you were doing a thing for prom dresses, was it? Or
Well, that was last time. Right now, April 7th, we're doing a Paint and Craze party. So you guys can
this is
sign
great.
up.
For the
Paint and
Alzheimer's
Craze.
Association.
Yep, for the Alzheimer's Association. So you're more than welcome to, contact us or go to paintcraze.com, look up Vivid Hair Salon, and I hope to have you guys there.
It's
a fun
sipping
time.
and painting.
Sipping and painting.
And are you having your hair cut as well?
No, not at that day.
Oh.
You get Bob. You paint. You go home with a painting.
You
Yeah.
pick.
You drink a little vino.
Well, how do you make the paint brushes? Do you cut the hair?
you get your hair in the paint.
That would be great.
That's right.
creative,
Right.
but-
Will you go home and write a song about leg hair? Because I really think
On
we
that
ought to-
note, thank you guys for having me today.
Yeah, really.
Till next time.
All
Pete,
right,
do
right.
something.
Basha, you're great.
Well, I tried to make it Sunday, but I got so damn depressed that I set my sights on Monday and I got myself undressed. I ain't ready for the altar, but I do agree there's times when a woman sure can be a friend of mine. Well, I keep on thinking about you, sister golden hair surprise, and I just can't live without you. Can't you see it in my eyes? I've been one poor correspondent, and I've been too hard to find, but it doesn't mean you ain't been on my mind. Will you meet me in the middle? Will you meet me in the air? Will you love me just a little, just enough to show you care? Well, I tried to fake it, I don't mind saying, I just can't make it. Well, I keep on thinking about you, sister golden hair surprise, and I just can't live without you. Can't you see it in my eyes? Now I've been one more correspondent, and I've been too hard to find, but it doesn't mean you ain't been on the mind. Will you meet me in the middle? Will you meet me in the air? Will you love me just a little, just enough to show you care? Well, I tried to fake it, I don't mind saying, I just can't make it.
WSKB's community radio programming is brought to you in part by R. Levesque Associates. They are offering landscape architecture, civil engineering, environmental permitting, and land surveying. RLA is a second-generation company devoted to excellence in the planning and design of outdoor spaces. On the web at rlaland.com or at 40 School Street in Westfield.
We thank the generosity of our underwriters. For more information, please contact the Westfield State Foundation at 413-572-8646. Discussions of local politics, events, happenings, and miscellany potpourri. Ken's Den, Tuesday, 8 to 10. Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
You know what? 9:51 3/4. I haven't nailed the top. I haven't nailed the half. I haven't even been looking lately. As I have an electric voice go flying past my face.
Yeah, so I wanted my microphone back.
We broke the headphones too.
What's this?
This is tough times here at the studio.
Yes.
You have got to be kidding me.
No, good.
No.
Was that one of the only working pairs too?
No.
Just pop it back in.
No, it'll go back.
It's just like your knee or your elbow. Just pull a Mel Gibson and set it right back in the place.
There we go.
All right. So it's about that time, and
so it's the longest drum roll ever.
That's a weak.
Coming in last place, fully expected, is me with a 25.5.
Really?
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
And that's 10 points higher than it should have been because Ken's generous.
I've got to be right there, right with you.
No. You got a pretty decent score. You still ended up with a 42 out of a possible 60.
Oh.
But it was tight up at the top. We had probably the highest scoring we've ever had, at least since I've been here.
There was a lot of good songs today, too.
A lot of great songs.
Kathy got a 51, followed by Kenny, who got a 55.
Wow.
Very tight at the top, where Basha got a 57, meaning the winner. Pete got a 59, nearly perfect.
Wow, nearly perfect. Oh, Peter, you are the winner. Does that mean that we are going to have to
I think it's the second time ever in 5 years.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think it's the second time I've won in 5 years.
Patty Larkin wins with.
It was a fun song.
What is the name of that song again?
Prisoners of their hairdos.
Prisoners of their hairdos.
Yes.
I loved it. Peter, so you're going to announce for all of us what we have to go study?
I have a couple of topics in mind. We have what? Is it 2 months?
We have 2 months because next month, April, it's just going to be crazy here. I'm shifting some people around because of the 350. May is going to be messed up because of the 350, but the end of May,
it'll be a nice wind down after that weekend.
The last Tuesday
Memorial
in May
Day weekend
will be the next.
Heading into Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, I'm giving you the
heads up.
The heads up right now. That's when we're doing it.
Oh, I might be in Europe.
Oh.
But I don't know. Maybe I won't go because I love this show so much.
And we love you too, Bob. I want to thank you folks for coming in and playing. It's always a blast. I'm happy to keep this little thing going.
Oh, I love this show.
I did promise Bob I would keep it going.
Yes, and you've done a great job. I think we have a good show here.
Excellent. I want to thank my listeners and viewers. Usually, I know we had a problem with the
we
video.
were okay.
But earlier we had some.
Yeah, the internet
issues.
was down for a bit.
So the video recording right from the beginning will be going up onto YouTube and Facebook later on.
I think we were okay for this show. It came right back right around 8 o'clock. So
okay, so that's all taken care of. Next week, City Councilor at Large Dave Flaherty is in the studio. He came after me. He was like, "Hey, you know what, Ken? It's time that I get on the radio." So I'm bringing him on.
Good.
2 weeks from now, Dan, you're back in here.
Yeah.
For the Athenaeum. 3 weeks from now, Chef John Slattery is in his house, and then check this out. And you're welcome to hang out afterwards if you want.
Yeah.
And maybe even bring in your accordion.
You know what? Should I? I'm going to announce my topic before you get to your guest right here. We're doing polka covers of modern songs.
Because you're a Weird Al Yankovic fan.
I don't even know what that means.
So if you listen to the Polka Jammer on WSKB on Saturday mornings, you'll hear modern pop songs, any modern song that's been covered and made into a polka.
And a 1 and a 2.
So that kind of
4 weeks from now
spoils my little announcement.
Yeah, what are you?
Yeah, bring in your accordion if you want that day. I will have from Saturday mornings Billy Bellina in the studio.
All about polka.
Yeah, it's going to be a polka morning here.
Oh, I love it. I'm not bringing in my accordion because I don't know. All I can play is Lady of Spain.
I'll polka pencil into my ear.
That was really bad.
And we'll record the show and maybe they'll air it on the Jammer.
Been with children too long.
And we have a polka show on Saturdays.
I guess we're gonna do my short exit now.
Oh, I think we have
because Bob's still talking.
Can I just mention one thing?
Yeah. Now we're definitely doing my quick exit. Go ahead, Dan.
Come to the Athenaeum tonight, 6:30. We're having a reception for the Made in Westfield gallery exhibit.
Oh, and I heard good things about
it's
this
great.
exhibit.
It's a fantastic exhibit.
It's wonderful.
It's fabulous.
Wonderful.
Absolutely fabulous.
You guys going to do another calendar? Have you heard them chatting about that recently?
No. It was not. It's not in the plans right now. It was a lot of work.
Because I know it was a couple of years in
yeah.
between one and then the other.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll come back around eventually, but they were a lot of work.
Yeah,
I'll say.
Yeah, and you know, I know several people down there doing plenty of work just for the 350.
Yeah.
Hey, the reviewing stand is going to be right in front of your building,
right on my lawn.
Yeah, and Pete and I are going to be stealing your.
We're going to find out how long an internet roaming you need to do.
Right. So I'm happy you have brand new fiber in that building because we're going to
need it. Yeah.
We're going to max it out. Okay, now 9:58 on the nose. I'm ready to go out. I'll see you next week.
Bombadita, 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 bombadita,
until
bombadita,
we meet
bombadita,
again. Happy trails to you.
Bombadita, bombadita,
Keep smiling
bombadita,
band.
Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and think about sunny weather.
Happy trails to you till we meet again.